Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll run on first down. Moss. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check 4, check 4.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Moss. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now a give right side. It's Moss. And an alley to run. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set 60 or.
On first down, Dobbins. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Right there, 56.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hey, Charlie.
Warner from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Man, I got you.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now back to throw. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there for the Niners. And even 80 yards.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Moss. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was. As you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come out here in the eye. Well, they held them out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Down. 18 Gator. 56. You better be afraid.
A play fake. Now Warner. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. It got his man. Complete. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Warner. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Niners' 31-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
You ain't doing nothing today. Showing up. Showing up. General West. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Now.
Warner to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Go. Hey, 4 down. Rock it.
Warner. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Let's go, baby.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
30 base. Go.
It'll be Warner on first down. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, no.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Come on, let's go.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Got it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Charlie, 64, weak, 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Dobbins, and an alley to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Army. Check. Crunch. Hey, switch gears. Mike. Right there in the middle.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Joey Bosa, his second sack of the night.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good to make it 21-17. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, Warner. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Warner. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Warner. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 18 yards, first down Niners.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Back to throw here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. What we got?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Let's go. 60 out low. 50, Mike 50, huh? It's been a long day for you. Here we go. 50, Mike 50. Woo-hoo! Go! Shit!
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
We call that a sack.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
56. You ain't going nowhere. Now.
To throw on 2nd down, Warner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Bravo.
On 3rd down, Warner. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Let's go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Warner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Ready? Hand over. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Check 99. Check 99. Bang, bang. Leo. Check 30.
Looking to throw. Warner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
He'll look to throw. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He's back to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up.